device and you put your AC, or you don't have AC, or you sleep and you dream, remember that there are some people that are standing there in their trenches from morning till evening every day to ensure that you are able to go to your room and sleep. They don't have that luxury. They don't have that luxury. We must always remember that it is critical and important that we support them to do what they are doing, because they are standing guard for us to be able to enjoy the democracy we're enjoying. And that is very critical. The proliferation of information sources means we must act with urgency to counter harmful content with timely and accurate messaging. Sometimes when you see our reportage, it looks as if we're happy when troops are killed. When we achieve success, it goes quiet. Once a soldier or somebody is killed or something, you will see the flashes. So the tendency is, who are you doing that for? Always remember that if your security forces fail, you don't have a home. You'll be a refugee in somebody else's country. And I don't know if that is what you are praying for. So we must ask ourselves those questions. We in government and the security agencies must seize opportunity, conventional and digital media as tools of truthfully informing Nigerians about security development, especially during times of crisis. And that is why, since we came on board, we have been open. We have never shied away when we make mistakes. We allude to it and we make a redress. We take action and try to prevent in future, because we are human beings. The good, the bad, and ugly exist everywhere. I remember we recruit from the society. So we are not recruiting angels. We are recruiting Nigerians. So they will come with, but the system has a way of identifying them and prosecuting them so that they don't give us bad names. And that's why it's important. Nigerians are prosecuted, especially during times of crisis. Of course, such communication must be weighed against what is permissible under national security. But it is possible and necessary to strike a balance. Sometimes when you get information and you divulge so early, you might be aiding the enemy unknowingly, thinking that you are looking for front page news so that your editor will give you probably extra bonus, but you are selling your country. So you must always sit down and discern. This information, is it true? Is it timely? Is it when to be released? But have you also clarified about it? Indeed, Nigerians have many questions, some tough, some emotional, some simply seeking clarity. These questions reflect their concern, curiosity, and deep interest in the progress of our nation. That in itself is a strength we must harness. I therefore congratulate the esteemed panelists who will speak today. You have a challenging task ahead of you, but I'm confident that you possess the expertise, wisdom, and courage to engage sincerely. Security remains the most talked about topic across households and media platforms, which makes the expectation from this gathering very high. Now, the question we ask ourselves, how did we get to where we are? We remember some years back, even as junior officers, when we want to travel, we travel at night because we have nothing to be afraid of. How did we allow ourselves to get to where we are? It's a collective responsibility. It's not a matter of pointing fingers at any other person. We all went to sleep when things started falling until where we are today. So if we want it to stop, then we have to walk back to how it is supposed to be. I look at the aspect of looking at Nigerians. Firstly, we must learn to love one another. We must learn to love our country. It's only in Nigeria, sometimes you hear when something happens, Nigeria is bad, Nigeria is terrible, we're this, we're that. Go to other countries and see what happens. Where everybody protects its sovereignty. We just go ahead. So these are aspects that we should look at. I look at the aspects of good governance, which is critical. Dividends of democracy, local government autonomy. These are aspects that will help in securing our country. Because if you have a state with 20 local governments and you have 20 local government chairmen working, insecurity is localized. They would individually be able to deal with the security situation within their local government before it comes to the collective as a state. These are aspects that we have to look at. Do we have a comprehensive database as Nigerians? We need a census that will capture every Nigerian in the world, not only in Nigeria. If you go abroad and you do the crime, you will easily be caught. Why? There's a database to fall back on. If they get your picture or your fingerprint on your signature or anything about you, you could be traced. That makes it a lot easier. Do we have that now? Border management is very critical. I've had countries, because of the level of insecurity they had to fence their borders. I know sometimes when you mention, people say, no, it's not, it's impossible. Pakistan fenced 1,350 kilometer border with Afghanistan. That was the only time they had peace. Saudi Arabia and Iraq, 1,400 kilometers fenced completely. Can we start thinking of fencing our borders? We have 1,500 kilometers with Niger Republic, 1,900 kilometers with Cameroon. Chad is there. All over us, surrounded by Francophone countries, and the Sahel is heating up. Gentlemen, if we don't do anything, when the Sahel falls, it is Nigeria that everybody is interested in. Because they believe Nigeria is huge, Nigeria is big, Nigeria is rich. And that is what we should start thinking about. How do we secure fully and take control of our borders? It is critical for our survival. It is critical for our sovereignty. We must not shy away from these things. It might be expensive. It will be penny wise, pound foolish if we don't. We must stand up to be counted together as Nigeria for Nigeria. As I conclude, let me once again commend the Director General and the CEO of Voice of Nigeria for the foresight to actualize the important and timely initiative. His ongoing innovation within the Voice of Nigeria, such as the expansion of Voice of Nigeria's international broadcasting to tell Nigeria's story globally, are both commendable and strategic. We must learn to tell our stories. Don't allow anybody to do that. And they say until the day that the lion knows how to speak, the hunter will always tell his own story. It is important. I urge us all to embrace today's conversation with open minds and patriotic hearts. Together, let us build a safer, more united and prosperous Nigeria. The renewed agenda is real. We, together, will make that work. Finally, I extend my profound gratitude to the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, for his exemplary leadership and unwavering commitment to the pursuit of national peace, security, and economic prosperity. Under his stewardship, the security narrative is clear.